Welcome to Scrambled.
Your space for fertility, owning your 30s, and the scramble that makes it all worth it. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Tonight we're doing not our first solo episode with us two, but just our first episode that doesn't necessarily 100% revolve around fertility from a medical perspective.
Yeah, we're not the best at this format, but we're going to start giving it a go.
We're going to try. Our feedback so far is we've been told we need to talk to the camera more, so we're getting used to that. We need to talk more about ourselves because people are curious about life in New York City, married life in New York City, single life in New York City.
Yeah, and also like who we are. Like my friends are always like, wait, who's Alyssa? Tell me more about her. To make today's episode a bit more interesting, we put a Ask Me Anything box up on our Instagram. So we have questions from our listeners. Funnily enough, I haven't checked the question box. Alyssa has. So she's seen the questions. We'll answer them together, but she'll basically be coming in blind from my perspective. And then I've written a list of questions that I'm going to ask Alyssa that she has no idea about either. So this will be fun. Should we just start by how's your week been so far? It's Wednesday today. It feels like I don't know about you. It feels like the longest week in history.
I don't know what day it is because last week with the blizzard, I got stuck. I was away and I got stuck for 10 days. So I literally just got home Sunday afternoon and I'm leaving early tomorrow to go to Colorado for a bachelorette party.
You live on planes.
I live on planes, and funny enough, flying is my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Not flying itself, anything in an enclosed space, like an elevator, a subway. Cars are fine because I can open the windows, but, planes. And I live on planes. That's the funniest part.
I am flying to Australia next week. Oh my God, get me out of cold New York. Okay, so this is something, as a foreigner, I love the snow because I find it so exciting. I'm like, amazing, it's snowing, it's beautiful.
The first 2 times.
Correct. And the first 2 days.
Right.
It's been so cold in New York that the snow hasn't melted. So it's disgusting. It's black.
It's black, and they've piled it up on the sides and created little pathways. And
it's like we've got icebergs everywhere. I'm like, it's giving Titanic.
I know. And who knows when these are going to melt because it's below freezing still outside.
Every time I've nearly slipped, I've got no freaking young Leonardo DiCaprio chasing me. Even I went out on the weekend, I tried to wear a kitten heel.
No.
No, it's like snow boots only. There's nothing cute about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into some questions.
Why don't we start with what our listeners have asked us?
Love it. Okay.
We got a lot actually, so we'll go through just a few of them. The one I want to start with is specifically for you.
Okay.
What made Ash want to be a nurse in the first place?
Oh, that's a really good question. The answer is I didn't want to be a nurse in the first place. So in school, I kind of had no idea what I wanted to do. And then getting towards like the time where we go off to uni in Australia, or I guess you guys call it college here, I had to start thinking about what I wanted out of a career. And I knew I wanted to do something that wouldn't be the same every single day. That was like my thing. I was like, I don't want to just kind of sit at a desk where I'm doing the same thing on repeat.
I understand.
Which is kind of ironic because the kind of nursing that I do now being a manager is a lot of that. But it's, I do get the mix of other stuff with patient care. So I knew I didn't want to do something that was the same every day. I thought I wanted to either be like a midwife or a doula. I was like, I think I want to help women have babies because every person's birth experience is really different.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that'll be different every day. My mum kind of worked in like a maternal child healthcare setting. So I had like a bit of exposure to like that side of things. And I was like, this could be for me. I ended up going into nursing because I was like, that could be a pathway to end up becoming a midwife. Once I finished nursing and I started working in a hospital, I did like a labor and delivery placement, like a 4-month part of my first year of nursing was in that area. Hated every single second of it. I'm not a crier. I think I cried for the first few weeks of that almost every day. And it's funny, the wedding I'm going home for in Australia, that girl and I were on that rotation together and that's how we bonded. It was like proper trauma bonding.
Oh my gosh. Assuming neither of you went into that field.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No. So we both are still nurses, but in quite different fields. So that's kind of how I got into it. It wasn't like a want. It was just how I saw my life. I was more like, I just want something where I'm helping people. I'm not doing the same thing every day. And then what I thought I ended up wanting just wasn't for me. But I was so glad that I had done nursing because you can change the style of nursing that you do. And so I just did that. I just pivoted into different areas, and never in the world would I have thought I'd end up in fertility. And here I am, and I do love this job. So glad I did what I did. But yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. What advice would you give someone in their young 20s who wants kids later in life?
Okay, I feel like I want you to answer this question.
I actually think I need you to answer the next question.
Okay,
so
perfect.
this
Let's
is
just do it that way.
I mean, if you want kids later in life and you know that ahead of time, I think it's important to get your fertility checked. I wouldn't say it's end all be all. All it really is, as we've been saying over and over, is a security blanket. I think if all looks good, you probably don't even have to think about it again until your late 20s. But knowing that you want kids later in life, I would, in my mind, I'm like, of course I'm going to freeze my eggs because that just gives me that security blanket, knowing I don't want kids till 35 plus.
I think I just want to jump on that too and say, like, the other part of that is don't settle. Like, don't just think that you have to find a person at a certain point in your life because you want to have kids.
Right.
There's many ways to have kids, and that's just like a caveat I wanted to throw in there. Is just I've seen people settle just for the sake of getting to a certain age, and they're like, I am getting that bit older. I am ready to have my kids now. Yeah, keep your options open.
Keep your options open. I agree. And freeze eggs, not embryos unless you're married. Okay, pivoting off of that, how do we 100% trust doctors? Are they pushing things that aren't needed?
That's a really good question. I think that it's good as a person to be a good advocate for yourself, because the assumption, I would hope, is that most people in the medical field are there for the right reasons, and that is to help people. But that doesn't mean that you have to trust every provider you've ever come across. I have had experiences that I haven't enjoyed with certain doctors. And unfortunately for some people, it's a deterrent to then go and find the right fit. But it's like finding a friend. Like, you're not going to gel with everybody.
Totally.
So I just think, know what you want for yourself, know how to advocate for yourself. Go and seek, be curious, like go and seek information to advocate for yourself, and then find a physician that is willing to hear all of that, to hear that you've equipped yourself with that and can answer all of your questions and all of your curiosities. And I think that if you go in a little skeptical, that's fine. It's kind of their job to convince you otherwise. So I guess my answer to that is I would hope that most doctors, and I think they are, in it for the right reasons. But if you're not vibing with a doctor, that doesn't have to be your doctor, especially if you're looking to do something like egg freezing. Like, there are many amazing reproductive doctors out there, and that's a pretty, it's, I guess at the end of the day, if you're just wanting to egg freeze and you're doing it completely electively, you get to pick who you go to. So don't settle.
I'm going to read this next question, but I think we answered it with one of the first questions, so we don't need to go back to it, but I just want to address the person who asked. I'm 24. Should I check my ovarian reserve? How does one go about that? Same as before. If you're young, if you're thinking about kids having kids later in life, or just curious about your fertility, of course, go and get checked. You make a appointment at any fertility clinic. They'll check your blood. They'll do an ultrasound, see what things look like, and then they'll be able to give you more information from there. But it's a quick blood draw to basically check your hormones.
Yeah. And you don't need to go into a fertility clinic for it either. A lot of OBGYNs will draw a blood test to check your AMH if you ask them. In Australia, your GP, your general practitioner, will do a blood test for you.
I guess just ask then.
Yeah, just say I'm at the age where I'm becoming curious, and I'm wanting to test my AMH.
Okay.
And then there's at-home testing options now as well. So there's heaps of options.
Okay. This one can be for both of us. What surprised you the most about IVF or egg freezing once you were actually in it?
I think I was surprised because I thought I knew everything, but you don't know the patient side until you do it for yourself. It's daunting.
For me, kind of opposite of that, I was surprised at how well I tolerated the shots and the meds and just went through it with such ease. And I think half that was the mental battle. But I used to faint from needles, as I've said in the past. So I was pleasantly surprised with myself. I had a great experience.
Yeah. I feel like I was almost the opposite in that I thought it would be a breeze.
And because you see it all day.
Yep, see it all day. And I guess the women I encounter are so brave and resilient, so power to them. I was just emotionally affected way more than I thought I would be. I really, at the end of the day, as much as there was a medical necessity for my decision making, I did it electively. And I just thought I would cruise through, and the emotions that it brought up for me during it, the way that my hormone fluctuations changed my hormones, I really struggled. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that was a surprise for me.
This one's for me. When dating, do eggs ever come up in combo? I mean, the concept of eggs doesn't come up in egg freezing.
Hi guys, I've got a fertility podcast and I froze my eggs.
No, but I think like conversations about life and family planning and do you want kids and about your future has come up sometimes. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a first date question, but it's something you evaluate as you go. That being said, ever since we've started this podcast and been so vocal and vulnerable about egg freezing, all the guys in my life, all my guy friends, all my dad's friends, all of my sister's boyfriend's friends, like everyone is so nonchalant about it, which is surprising because you would think boys would be like, ew, like you have low ovarian this and that. Like, and it's not like that. They're just like,
No.
oh, you took care of it. Like, you're smart. You're a smart person. You're preserving your future. Like,
Yeah.
good for you.
I think that the taboo is really going away.
Yeah.
If there was, well, there definitely was one. I also think people are just like more open to talking about it, which is so good. I don't know if it's just like because we're doing this that people do feel comfortable to kind of be open with us. But yeah, like it's something that I hear men talking about now too. It's, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
This one is for you.
Okay.
Well, for both of us. But if you had a crystal ball and could see your podcast's future in the next 5 years, what does it look like?
That is a good question because I feel like lately that's been our conversations.
I know.
We've been trying to decide like what this looks like. We've been having so much fun. It's a lot of work. We
Yeah.
we have acknowledged that to each other. Like this is a lot in addition to our full-time jobs and everything. But I've never dreaded it. Every time we have an ep, I'm excited. Like I really look forward to it. I look forward to releasing it. I love hearing feedback from people. So I think we want to keep going and probably evolving a little bit as well.
Yeah.
We've got some plans for diversifying what we're doing.
Yes, we do.
I don't know. How much do you want to say?
Let's keep it at that.
Okay.
So coy. Okay, and then one of the last questions is, what's your favorite way to eat an egg?
Thanks, Hannah. I will answer first. I truly, and I'm not just saying this, scrambled. And it wasn't always scrambled, but I'm a scrambled girl now.
Wonder what that means. That's your crystal ball question. You're seeing into the future.
Oh, my eggs are scrambled.
Your eggs are scrambled.
My eggs are frozen, actually.
They are.
How do you like your eggs, Alyssa?
I don't like eggs.
She likes her eggs in the trash.
I do like my eggs in the trash. And I don't despise them. It's not my least favorite food. I can get them down. But let me just tell you, the yolk, the egg yellow, don't even come near me. I don't want that. I think it smells bad. I think it tastes bad. An egg white, I can handle. If it's a hard-boiled egg, I pick off the white and I like the white with some salt, but throw out the yellow. If it's scrambled or an omelet, only whites.
Okay. You do you.
Yep, me do me.
All right. I have some questions for you.
I'm so excited.
Alyssa doesn't know any of these. Now, let's attempt to do these as like a quick fire, rapid fire situation.
To catch me off guard.
To catch you off guard.
On purpose.
But some of them we might need a little bit more elaboration than others. Okay.
I'm
literally just going to hit you with like 20 questions.
Okay.
All right. Do you use the percentage of battery left on your phone? Do you have the number up on your phone? No. Me neither. It gives me anxiety.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, this is meant to be rapid fire and I'm like creating a conversation around it. I always like to say to people, are you crispy or soggy? Do you like crispy food, like well-cooked toast, or like soggy?
It's an interesting one for me because, of course, I like crispy food, but I'm such a leftovers girl. If there's like leftover pad thai and it's all squished together, there's nothing better. So I would have to go with soggy.
Of course you're soggy.
I would have to go soggy.
Summer or winter?
People think I'm crazy for this, but winter.
You're not.
Fall and spring overall, but summer drives me nuts. It's too hot in this city. Everyone's gone every single weekend. You always have to have a plan. Winter's better.
If someone put a gun to my head and said, tell me what Alyssa would answer,
it would be summer.
Or I'll shoot you.
Trust me, I get the winter blues. Like right now, sitting in the office, you leave, it's dark. But like if I'm going to choose a beach or ski mountain, I'm going skiing all day.
Wow. Okay. I am shook to my core. I don't know you at all. Wine or cocktails?
Wine.
Okay.
Love both, please. But wine is water.
Yeah. This one's a good one for you. Uber or Subway?
Subway.
Really?
Yeah. I'm shocking you left and right. I don't like the enclosed space, but I genuinely think, and I've said this since I moved to New York, this subway is the most efficient form of transportation in the world.
Strongly, strongly agree.
And I get severely car sick. So as much as I don't like being stuck, I also don't want to be throwing up in the back of a car.
The subway in New York City
It's
is
the most
only
efficient.
way to get around.
The only way.
I'll die on that hill.
Genius. It
Yeah.
is genius.
Shit goes
It
wrong,
needs some
sure.
work. It needs some work, but it's genius.
What drives you insane that really shouldn't? That's irrational.
People would agree with me. I wouldn't call this completely irrational, but it's really awful. I can't listen to people chew. I'm one of those.
Okay.
If I could wear noise-canceling headphones every time I sat down and ate, I think my parents would be so happy because I'm constantly saying, close your mouth.
Okay. I have to tell you what mine is because it got to me today on my way home from work.
Okay.
Slow walkers.
Oh, that too. It's horrible.
Not even actually, and this is what makes it irrational. It's not even slow walkers. It's people that do not walk fast annoy me.
Yeah.
Because I am such a fast walker.
So am I, and I want to get to where I want to be, and it's annoying and you're crowded.
And the way New York is right now, guys, the streets have become like
So
single
small.
file because of the snow. And the way I want to push old ladies over that are like using a walking cane because I don't know what happens to me, but the walk rage I feel.
Me too.
I would
It's the same as
harm
being in
somebody.
a car, honestly. If you're on a highway and someone's going slow, it's like, and you can't get around,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Like
It's the
I've had
same
intrusive
feeling.
thoughts lately about people who don't have the ability to walk fast.
To
and
push
I'm,
them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's me. I'll work on that. Phone call or text message?
Text. You know that about me. Ask any of my friends. My friends call me the octopus. They say I have 8 arms and each arm is holding a phone texting someone different. So it's actually funny you asked that.
Because like, unless you're dying, why are you calling me?
Correct. Also, we both speak all day for a living. I don't want to talk to you after work.
Yeah. I will say there's a time and a place. So sometimes when a text like is to get a point across and there's too much back and forth,
You have to call.
or voice note.
Voice note's great, but sometimes they get annoying to listen to.
Absolutely. Especially when, sorry to all my friends, I send like full-on podcasts as a voice note. I blame the time zone difference for that. Coffee, iced or hot?
Hot. Hot all year round.
Again, I'm baffled.
I could drink hot all year round, but I love ice in the summer.
Okay. What about matcha?
I don't do matcha. I don't drink matcha. I don't really like tea that much.
Okay. What is your strangest talent? I would have thought you had one.
Let me think about this and come back to it.
we'll loop back to it. All right. What is the last dream that you can remember?
Last night.
Really?
Yeah,
What
but I can't
happened?
say this. I woke up sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually laughed at myself putting that question on there because this is another thing that makes me irrationally mad. People telling me about their dreams. I'm like, I could care
You
less.
probably hear a lot about it from anesthesia. People wake
Yeah.
up and they're like, where are this and that?
And I'm a hypocrite because I love telling people about my dreams.
I know.
But when someone starts telling me two things that annoy me, when someone starts telling me about a dream, I'm like, okay. Or when they start telling me why they were late, I'm like, I get how traffic works. Like, I get it. You're late.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you say that. I had that thought this morning because I was walking my dog and there was a little boy. He lives in my building and he goes to like a public school downtown.
Mhm.
And he was inside this new coffee shop that just opened under my building. And next thing you hear, wait, because the bus didn't see him. So the bus kept going. And in my head, I just went in a spiral and I was like, buses in New York City must always be late and teachers can't say anything.
That is so true.
The New York traffic is so unpredictable. You wait for people. Like, what are you going to say? There's snow on the ground?
Do you know what you should have said to that little boy?
What?
The subway, buddy.
Yeah, right? I know.
Because people that take buses that complain that they're late, I'm like,
This
you
was
know
like
there's
a
an
yellow
underground
school
sub-
bus, though. Like picking him up every day.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Not that M34 or whatever.
all right.
This is a yellow school
Okay,
bus.
we'll forgive him.
Yes.
But also, why were you not at your bus stop on time, young boy? What is your karaoke song?
I hate karaoke.
You had to pick one. You're drunk.
Like some rap song. Full rap. I hate drunk karaoke. When my coworkers go, because that is such a New York City coworker event, I will be in my bed.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, I went after my wedding. We went to karaoke.
You are my worst nightmare.
I'll
be like at a club, at like a strip club. You can go to karaoke.
Okay. I became Adele, in case you're wondering. What is your most used app? And you have to be honest.
Text messages.
Okay.
Or Instagram.
I think mine is Outlook, which is so lame.
Oh, not mine.
All right. Staying friends with an ex, yes or no?
So my friends also always say this about me. I love being friends with people I dated. Love.
Okay.
If it was something serious and like I was heartbroken, no thank you. I never want to see you again.
Okay.
But anyone that I like dated or someone I ended amicably with or mutually, I love staying friends. And half
Why?
of my friends, half my guy friends who I've had over the past 10 years of my life, I've gone on a date with and decided we're actually going to be friends.
Okay. So, all right. So when I'm saying ex, I'm talking, let's like a
You're
couple
talking about
days,
serious boyfriend?
like a full relationship.
No.
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 Okay.
There are some that I would have liked to, but
Yeah.
they chose not to.
Okay.
And the same has happened vice versa.
Okay. Interesting. How do you take your martini?
Slightly dirty. Used to be extra dirty, but then it started tasting like swamp water and hurt.
Hey,
So
I like extra dirty.
slightly dirty, vodka, extra olives, no blue cheese. I'll always ask for a side of ice so I can keep adding
Top
to
up.
it to keep it cold.
I'll tell you what, a place that will give me a little side cut with my martini
The
and then
best.
some crushed ice.
Oh, there's nothing better.
Take all my
Sidecar
money.
wins all. Or if they have crushed ice chips on top of the martini when it comes out.
Correct. Okay, love that. What age do you feel?
I'm going to have you answer this one for me and then I'll give you my honest opinion.
Okay, I'm going to say that you will answer 26.
Okay. I was going to say 22 or 23.
Stop. Do you feel that
I
young?
feel like I'm still in my prime. Like, love to go out. Look, I'm more tired now than I used to be for sure. I'm not 18, but I feel maybe you're right. Maybe somewhere between 24 and 26.
Okay. I was going to say 24, but then I was like, well, you know, she's 31.
I feel 24.
Okay.
In every aspect of my life.
Yeah. And I was curious about what you were going to
Yeah.
say. All right. What is your secret guilty pleasure?
Like, this is such a lame one, but sugar. Like,
Okay.
I will sit home alone and eat 10 cookies in a row, like binge eat cookies. One time, this was when I lived with my roommates when we were 25. I was so drunk and everyone was drunk eating like pizza and this and that. And I pulled out double stuffed golden Oreos. And the next morning we counted how many were empty. I had eaten 22 double stuffed golden Oreos.
I mean, yum.
That's disgusting.
Well, I mean, when you're drunk, whatever.
22 double stuffed.
That's pretty hectic.
It's pretty hectic. You know how they have the rows? It was like every row was gone but a half of a row.
That's great. Do you know what's funny about that though? Like when you're drunk, I'm with the pizza people. I'm like savory, like greasy.
I can go anyway when I'm drunk, but those happen to be there and sugar is my weakness.
Okay. Chocolate?
No.
I knew you were going to say that. You were so odd.
I used to really not be able to eat chocolate. Used to really despise it. Now I can tolerate it. I can't do chocolate ice cream and I can't do chocolate cake, but I could do like a chocolate chip cookie.
Okay. I'm going to change your life.
I did like that chocolate you gave me from Australia.
Yes, I'm going to bring her proper
That
chocolate.
was amazing.
Yeah, I gave her a caramel koala for those Aussies listening. What is your love language?
I have 2 and they're pretty even. It is words of affirmation and acts of service.
Okay. Yeah.
I need to feel secure
Yep.
in what you say, and then I need you to also show me what you're saying.
Okay.
I don't care about gifts. I don't care about like the other stuff.
Yeah.
What are the other love languages? I don't even know.
Physical touch?
Yeah, don't need that.
No,
I'm
yeah,
good.
don't fucking touch me.
Agreed.
Okay. How do you relax? What do you do to relax? You're like, I don't.
No, I literally don't. I actually just got Calm, the meditating app, and I'm trying to do 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes every 2 days. Which is really hard for me because I cannot relax.
Okay.
Unless I'm too melatonin deep and zonked.
Do you know what I do to go to sleep at night? It's actually so embarrassing. Herbie like comes in and has to like take my phone out of my hands because I fall asleep watching videos. It's either chiropractic videos, watching people get their neck cracked.
What?
Or my new thing this week is each night I've been learning about an animal. So I started with the sperm whale.
Ironic.
And then I did an orca. And last night I did saltwater crocodiles. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do tonight.
And you fall asleep while watching?
I fall asleep watching, learning about these animals.
Because that sounds a little boring. So no wonder you're falling asleep.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how much I'm retaining. I can spit you some facts today about orcas and saltwater crocodiles. Anyway, do you collect anything?
I personally do not, but growing up, my family, from any place that we traveled to, any city, we would collect magnets. So in our house, we had a massive magnet board with probably well over 100, if not 200.
See, I said to Herbie recently, I'm like, we should be collecting magnets every time we go
From
somewhere.
every place we go.
So we've done it for like maybe 2 places in the last like,
Yeah.
like we really need to get better at that because I
This
think that's
board
fun.
was like this big. And when we would travel, my sisters and I started traveling, we'd always bring one home
magnets
too.
home. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what I used to collect as a kid? I won't actually take responsibility for this because it was my mum. Like I wasn't buying this for myself. She used to buy me a lot of porcelain dolls. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. We had a lot too from my grandma because she would collect them and gave
It's like
some
an
to my mom.
older lady.
The porcelain
thing to
dolls
do.
and then the Russian dolls that you stack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had so many of those porcelain dolls. Like when I look back, my room was like a horror
And they're like
movie
creepy.
set.
Yeah. They're like pale and creepy and, like
think
have no
my
hair.
mum might still have them, but I had like
That's like an antique collector's item.
yeah,
It's like coins almost.
I wonder if she does still have them because maybe I'm sitting on a fortune and don't even know.
Maybe.
I'm gonna have to find out. Did you ever get detention in school, and what for? If you did,
No, I was an angel child.
I knew.
Absolutely not. Like the oldest kid sets the scene for the siblings. My middle sister set the scene. I was a good girl. If I needed to be picked up because I was out late and I didn't feel comfortable with the drivers, I called my mom. Like no lying happened in that house.
Wow. So you wouldn't lie really growing up to your parents at all?
Never. But they gave me the freedom to do whatever I wanted, which I highly suggest. I mean, obviously, if the kid's going to be stupid, be strict. But they always made everything seem so nonchalant that I never had the desire to like do something crazy or go behind their back.
Mm-hmm. So you were like the teacher's pet.
Yeah, basically.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about the worst date that you have ever been on.
Easy. This is a great story. Everyone knows this too. So this was years ago. I went on a Hinge date. It was probably like not one of my first, but like closer to the front end of when I was newly single. And I matched with this guy on Hinge and no names. I've seen him since. I sat down and we were chatting, whatever. And all of a sudden he slugs his drink back. He had had a drink before I got there, then had this. And next thing you know, the straw, everything's gone. And I'm like 2 sips in. I'm like, that's weird. And he goes, 1 sec, I got to go take a work call. Like I'm getting a work call. This is 5 minutes into the date.
Have you even spoken at
barely,
this point?
like 2 words. He walks to the bathroom and says, I got to take a work call. Walks out the door. I see him through the window sprinting away, leaves me with the drinks we hadn't paid, and he's gone.
What?
Didn't say bye. Walked out the door.
Never heard from him again?
No.
You paid for the bill?
Yeah.
Well, you had to.
Yeah.
What?
Walked out the door. Dined and ditched.
I have so many follow-up questions, but like we're never going to get answers.
No. And I've seen him since, and we were in the Hamptons one year, and one of my friends went up to him and was like, why would you do that? He was like, I was new. I just moved to the city. Like, I was newly dating, like, whatever. And we were like, no excuse.
Did you have something in your teeth?
I must have. Like, did my breath smell?
Like, did you smell?
I don't know. Like, hello.
What?
Yeah, I've seen him since.
Like, you didn't even have a chance to, like, not get along?
No. Walked out the door. It was like a hate at first sight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like a crazier story than I was anticipating.
Yeah.
What's your Roman Empire?
What does this mean?
Okay, so
like, I know.
so the
It's
Roman
what I think about constantly.
Yes.
My dog.
Okay.
That.
Okay. All right. We need to loop back because you were trying to think of your strangest talent.
I know. I don't know it. I can roll my stomach.
Okay, like the wavy
Like the
thing.
waves.
Yeah.
I can do the worm. I can roll my tongue. I can roll my R's.
Okay.
Like, can you do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That
But
was
like
good.
some people can't. I can like roll my tongue in different directions. I can make a 4-leaf clover with my tongue. But like I'm trying to think what else there is.
Guys, the things she can do with her tongue.
My mom has some crazy talents. She can tie a cherry stem with her tongue alone, and she can fit both legs behind her head. Meanwhile, I can even like touch my toes. My hips are so
I would love to
flexible.
think I could do that, but I don't think I could.
Oh my God, I
the
can't.
cherry,
I'm so
the wait. So the stem of a cherry she can tie in
tie
a knot
with her
in her
tongue
tongue?
inside her mouth. No touching it. Yeah.
What?
Put it into. I've done it like once.
What's going on with your tongues in your family?
I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just glad that I learned your mom's talent. Like,
yeah.
never
it's
mind
cool.
yours.
It's a good one.
I think that was all my rapid fires.
Okay, I loved those. That was fun. I need to give you rapid fires next time.
Yeah. Being in the hot seat's always scary. I'm glad I didn't pre-send those to you. I think
Same.
that was good. It was
Same.
nice.
I would
and
have to think
organic.
about. I would think about them too much. Would you rather? I'll give you one to end us on a note. Would you rather? Okay, we're gonna have to cut this out because I can't think of what I was gonna say, pizza or cheeseburger, but I know you would choose pizza.
Sometimes I froth a cheeseburger.
Whoa. You're always cooking vegetarian meals though.
I know, but if I'm hungover, sometimes I need a little bit of meat.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of places that do smash burgers have Impossible patties.
Those are disgusting.
They
Ashley.
taste the same as meat.
They are made of pure chemical combination.
Here we go.
Those are horrible.
Everything's made of pure chemical
I
combination.
know, but I'd rather like true ground meat versus Impossible burger.
Oh no, I'll do Impossible. It's fine as long as it's like smashed properly and like the edges still got crispy. I'll fuck with that.
I want the blood.
Oh, okay. You're unwell. I say that, and every now and then I crave a steak, but
Steak I like, but like a burger is it for me. If I'm gonna choose a meat.
if a burger's bleeding, kill me.
Raw, juicy, like.
But you don't like cheese. Like, come
No,
on.
I do on my burgers. I like American cheese. I love American cheese. Cheddar. Put some Parmesan in there. I like feta.
You are
I like the basic.
Oh, I have a good question for you.
Okay.
So we're recording this on a Wednesday. The Super Bowl is this Sunday. Who are you going for?
I think the Bills. Wait.
They're not.
No, sorry. I mean the Patriots. I mean the Patriots because.
Okay.
So I was going to say.
Wait,
because,
the Patriots are the same colors as the Bills. No?
Yes, they are. But
Okay.
I was going to say because I'm rooting for my coworkers.
Okay.
Because that's just the easiest to choose. But my other coworker is a Bills fan, so that's why I got confused.
Got you. Okay. So P-A-T-S, Pats.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to Seahawks in case anyone cares.
Ashley, what is the Indiana mascot?
Oh. Who's the air? Who's the air?
Oh, what?
Who's there?
Go Indiana.
Go. Go Indiana.
Go Indiana.
Hoosiers.
Hoosiers. Good
Hoosiers!
job.
Woo! And what is that?
It's nothing.
What?
It's a nothing. It's a
so
made up
what's
word.
the mascot?
Nothing. An I with a U. Like there's no mascot. There's nothing.
Okay. I've got one more question.
Okay.
A quarterback or a mascot?
To date?
Yeah.
A quarterback all day.
Some people have a mascot thing.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay. Catch me being a billionaire with a quarterback. Excuse me.
Would you date Tom Brady?
In his 10
now.
years ago.
No.
Now he's
8
a
years now.
little weird, I think.
Yeah. What about Leonardo DiCaprio for doing this older men thing?
Probably Leo, because Leo in Titanic sits in my head rent free.
Same. That's probably my romantic buyer is
him in the Titanic.
Especially walking around New York with the ice blocks sitting
I
around now.
know.
All I do is think about young Leo.
The Titanic. I know. Okay, well, that was fun.
That was
different.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. We just wanted to mix it up a little. We've been told that, people want to hear from us, which baffled us, but here we are.
And we know that our content can be depressing because it's heavy, but we're trying to incorporate some more success stories. And although IVF is a challenge, there's not much wiggle room around that, but more success on how it works and different ways to approach it, and fertility success.
Yeah. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. And that way we're going to know whether we should keep doing this or not.
Yeah.
All right.
See you next
guys
week.
soon. Bye.